Tonight, Hartford Public Schools administrators outlined the financial challenges they face, and community members shared their thoughts on how cuts are already affecting schools. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot explains what's driving the deficit.
This Board of Education meeting allowed community members to speak about the budget. This current school year's budget deficit is $22 million, and next school year's budget deficit is around $52 million. A student spoke about the impact of budget cuts and said she has noticed it impacting athletic fields and gyms. She said she notices some schools in Hartford either have some gyms or they have none.
Our sports funding is divided between different high schools.
Students, parents, and community members spoke before the Board of Education in Hartford about the upcoming year's budget gap.
For instance, Ellington High has 2 gyms as opposed to University High School. They have no gyms.
Hartford is a majority Latino and blacks. I think they're cheating us out of our education.
According to school officials, the deficit is driven by special education tuition and door-to-door transportation for students who don't attend Hartford Public Schools. Superintendent Dr. Andre Townsell and board members have been reaching out to city leaders to try to increase funding. Dr. Townsell says he's hopeful.
Speaking with state leaders, city leaders, I'm very encouraged. I'm very optimistic. My prayer is that the ball bounces in our favor.
Townsell says the district is decreasing the total number of positions based on enrollment decline and decreasing anything funded with one-time grants. Additionally, the district is planning to increase in-house special education programming to keep students close to home and save on outplacement cost. The Board of Education will present its budget to City Council on Wednesday. In Hartford, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Police say a driver is in custody tonight after a hit and run that left a bicyclist seriously injured. It happened around noon at the intersection of L.T. Grasso Boulevard and Printers Lane in New Haven. Officials say the cyclist is in critical condition tonight. A damaged bicycle left in the road showed the impact of the crash. Police have not yet released the names of the victim or the driver. The road has since reopened. And New Haven police have made an arrest after an officer was assaulted. Police say it happened yesterday afternoon as a canine officer was driving into headquarters. Officials say 23-year-old Myron Mullins ran up to the cruiser and started banging on the hood. When the officer got out to help, police say Mullins punched him multiple times in the face. Other officers stepped in and took Mullins into custody. Officials say Mullins was arrested in January for a similar incident that also involved police officers.
The clouds are rolling in, and we'll see some chilly showers as we head through the overnight and into daybreak tomorrow. There's even a slight chance, that there could be a brief mix for some in the higher elevations overnight tonight into early tomorrow, but we are not expecting any impact from that. Overall, it's just a bring your umbrella on your way out the door kind of start to the day on Wednesday. It will not be as cold tonight as it was last night into this morning. Look at these lows in the 20s to near 30 degrees. We even tied the daily record for Windsor Locks. Temperatures tonight are in the 30s to right around 40. And here's a look at those temperatures remaining steady, maybe dropping a few degrees or so as we head towards daybreak. So we'll see some occasional showers out there to start off the day tomorrow. Otherwise, it's breezy and cloudy as we head through the afternoon. There could be an additional stray shower in the afternoon along with some mist or some fog. And overall, we are 10+ degrees cooler than average. We'll talk about when the numbers rebound and what we're watching for the weekend coming up. Brent.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Waterbury police say a man drove himself to the hospital after being stabbed repeatedly. It happened yesterday morning on Prospect Street. Investigators say Shaquan Savoy and the victim got into an argument before the stabbing. They didn't say what the argument was about. Police say the victim is expected to recover and Savoy is being held on a $500,000 bond. Well, several arrests were made in East Haven over the weekend during what they call a crime suppression detail. Police say officers spotted a stolen car on Old Foxen Road, and after a short chase and crash, a juvenile suspect was found hiding in a marsh and taken into custody. Hours later, officers stopped another vehicle and found a loaded handgun in the trunk. Police arrested 41-year-old Miguel Torres of New Haven, who now faces several weapons and motor vehicle charges. Well, New London firefighters rescued a woman from the water near Sparkyard Street yesterday. The fire chief says they were called around 4:15 p.m. and found the woman in distress. Firefighters launched a rescue boat and pulled her to shore. She was taken to the hospital to get checked out. Well, you might see signs along I-84 this week reminding drivers to obey the orange as Connecticut recognizes National Work Zone Awareness Week. The annual campaign is designed to highlight the dangers road crews face, often working just inches from fast-moving traffic. Officials say work zones remain one of the most dangerous places to work, with employee safety depending on everyday drivers. In Connecticut, more than 2,600 work zone crashes were reported between 2021 and 2023, including 12 fatal crashes. State and local leaders say emphasize today their commitment to improving work zone safety and cracking down on drivers who ignore road safety laws.
It's a brave act to turn your back to traffic and do your job for 12 hours. But our highway workers, they do that every day. Fines are doubled in work zones, and my troopers will enforce infractions for speeding, distracted driving, and other violations in and around work zones.
Work zone accidents just don't happen out there to strangers or someone else. They happen to people like us. It happened to my family. And the pain is real and deep. The devastating effects ripples through families, communities, and through entire lives. One distracted second, one moment of speeding, and one decision to not slow down. That's all it takes.
On January 1st, Connecticut became the first state to implement mandatory work zone safety courses for both new drivers and those with previous infractions within a work zone. And happening tomorrow, the State Department of Transportation invites you to participate in Go Orange Day by wearing orange and posting pictures to social media with the hashtags NWZAW, Obey the Orange, and Orange for Safety. Major change for drivers in New Haven today. Chapel Street between York and College Streets is now open to two-way traffic. The road was previously one-way, but was converted as part of the Chapel Street conversion project. City officials say the goal is to improve traffic flow, reduce speeding, and increase safety on one of the city's busiest streets. New signs are in place to guide drivers, and officials are urging people to slow down and pay attention. Well, the Plaza Canton Village got new owners last year, and now it might be getting a new look. Fox 61's Tim Latow reports from Canton on the proposal for demolition and construction.
Current plans call for at least 70 apartment units and a redesign of the parking lot. Business owners say it'll have a big impact, but it might not be a positive one for all of them.
I think the plaza definitely needs to be updated. It's old. I think bringing in new storefront would be good.
Benelli Eye Care office manager Kathy Pete sees opportunity in Canton Village. The plaza has a number of shuttered businesses, and some buildings are spaced much further from others. The owner bought the plaza last year and unveiled a new proposal to the Town Planning and Zoning Commission. Chair Cross owns the home place and just moved her decor store in a year ago.
This plaza has been really run down for a while. I came in here hoping to help spruce it up, and that kind of happened. I didn't know it was happening when I did it, but I'm really kind of eager to see what they'll do.
The owner's plan includes at least 2 new buildings with apartments and stores on the ground floor. The parking lot would also receive a new layout so traffic doesn't get backed up. While Pete is excited for some changes, the optometrist office manager doesn't entirely see eye to eye with the project planners.
Apartments I am not for at all. I don't know that the schools could handle it. I worry about our sewage plant. It's already small, and we've had other apartment buildings being brought in.
The designs are just a proposal that have to be approved by the Planning and Zoning Commission. Cross is encouraging the changes as long as enough feedback is included.
It might be like an unpopular opinion, but I think it'll be good. I think that there will be, the right amount of involvement of people that are in the town.
Some businesses on the property will have to be demolished. Across the parking lot, Grand Bazaar co-owner Tamara Braz is worried that's what will happen to her antique store, which hasn't even opened yet.
We found out on Facebook. Like everything else, it was kind of not shocking, but a little disturbing because we are just opening.
The store's grand opening is still on schedule for Saturday. Braz signed the lease in January, but hasn't heard anything from the plaza owner about the development plans. We reached out to the owner, but didn't hear back. Braz just wants some answers after investing tens of thousands of dollars into her lifelong dream.
We just put a lot of money into this because we believe in Canton Village the way it is now. And we can't do this again.
And we reached out to town officials who declined our request for an interview. They say they want to learn more from the plaza owner at next month's Planning and Zoning Commission meeting before they speak with us. In Canton, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
Well, now to an update on the job market from the State Department of Labor. Officials say February losses wiped out January's gains, with employers cutting about 4,200 jobs. The unemployment rate rose to 4.7%, up 0.2 of a point, as growth and hiring slowed. Officials say winter weather and school breaks also played a role. There were some gains in healthcare, manufacturing, and media, but overall the labor force shrank and job seekers are facing a tougher market now. The former Archbishop of Hartford, Henry Mansell, died this morning. According to the Archdiocese of Hartford, Mansell served as Archbishop from 2003 to 2013. The Archdiocese says he was active in the community, visiting every parish and addressing issues like homelessness. He also expanded education, launched wellness programs for priests, and increased support for families through the Archbishop's appeal. Officials did not release a cause of death and say funeral arrangements will be announced soon. Henry Mansell was 88 years old.